But obviously that's not reality. So what do you do on the days that are difficult? What tools have you got in your kit that kind of help you get out of those darker days?
Music, dance, all naked. Because I'm just like, I need to let things move. I need to let my body free. And it is because I know, when it's building up, because, like I know what I'm talking about. I get triggered. Like, why can't I look like that? I'm almost 60 and I'm like, I still want to look like that. But you know what? That's not real. And we all have our insecurities. There are times when I'm like looking at myself like I really want to wear that, but I know it's not for me. But then again, I've got my toolkit to say I can't be that. I can't wear the fashion. I can wear the colors, and I can still be part of it. And I think that's what we need to get to say it's like the latest trends aren't for everyone. I always say dress for comfort.
Yes.
Literally dress for comfort. I've got this oversized shirt on, and do you know what? This is the most and tracky bottoms, and these are my comfort ears. I went out for dinner yesterday, and it's again comfy pants because I want to eat. I want to be stretched.
Yeah.
The flat shoes. I've got heels sitting there. Look, they're probably just collecting dust now. I think now's the time
Mine
I need to
are.
start selling them. It's trainers, wedges, whatever I can get. And I always say, dress for comfort. You can always look amazing. You can wear a tracky bottom and add stuff, add a scarf, add jewelry, the way you do your outfits of the day and stuff like that. I just absolutely love because it is, I think you get to a certain age and it's comfort all the way.
It is, and actually, but all that kind of messaging that we were told when we were younger about, particularly about the heels, we were all conforming to a standard that A was just killing our feet. I ended up with having operations on my
Same.
feet because they were so damaged from wearing high heels. And now I dread shoes when I'm doing modelling and the heels because I live in trainers and flat shoes. But it was all about conforming and society telling what they should wear, particularly when it came to the work arena, wasn't it?
It is. And even now, I just, there's a lot of people I know they follow me, and so I'm like, and I just go to the supermarket. I said, guys, you do not have to pay a fortune to look good. Look for sales, look out of season, shop. I think that's the other thing as well, obviously, because I come from a finance background. So I was in banking for 25 years before I started this career. And I could see, when people's bank accounts were going overdrawn, sometimes you can see where it's just shopping. And I'm like, you haven't got the money. And it was just so sad. Sometimes, I used to be in the shops. Your customers so well. Sometimes when I'm talking about, 90s and stuff, when the checks were around, right? So people
Yes.
would go shopping on a Saturday, and I'm like, I know that's going to bounce. It's so weird because you just can't help yourself. But you
Yeah.
just, you don't judge people, but you just know that what they're trying to do is fit into society. And those checks that they haven't got the money, and I'm like, and I always kind of thought that way all the way through. I think my banking taught me a lot about finance and people and psychology and people's mentality because everybody just wanted to fit in. And it's
Yes.
not changed from the 80s, 90s to current day.
No, but I do think you do get to this age. I'm 55 now, and I do start to unravel that, don't you? You start to unpick all the things you've been told, and you
100%.
make your own rules. And there is a real sense of freedom and liberation in that. That I've definitely, and I thought I had that in my 40s, and it's not until I got into my 50s that now I really understand that I didn't actually have it in my 40s at all, but I've got it now. It's been an interesting experience.